I work with DNA, Digital Niche Agency, run the sales division, do a lot of account management as well, focus a lot on strategic partnerships, and looking to make more friends in the community and watch the community grow.
Awesome. So, what is your involvement with DNA? Uh, how does that work? What does that look like? And well, I guess what's your mission statement?
My mission statement, or our mission statement, is to reach our clients' target audience everywhere they go online and in a scalable fashion with a data-driven approach, both to create online and offline conversations, peer-to-peer marketing. My role is to really make sure everything's being steered in the right direction, clients' hands are held. They are not waiting on stuff from us. We're problem solvers. If there is an issue, we're coming to them with 10 different solutions on different tests that we want to run to we call crack the code, get the performance at a higher level. Even if it's performing at a high level, a 1% increase in the conversion rate on a landing page can be millions of dollars in revenue for a client, or their ICO raise, token raise, whatever, what have you. So we're always trying to be proactive and test new things, be very hands-on, and most importantly, be an extension of their team.
Cool. So for ICOs in particular, right? So pre-sale ICOs, do you guys, how do you track the return on investment from conversion rate, acquisition, all the way to how much that acquisition actually invested into the platform?
Depends what the client's initiative is. Some clients have us just running traffic to Telegram, and then they're monetizing that audience to conversions. Another scenarios, we're doing, we have a pixel place for conversion tracking, on that confirmation thank you page. So we're able to measure what channel produced those conversions to a certain extent. It's never perfect. There's an article that Google Analytics destroyed digital marketing. There's a whole attribution funnel point. If I saw something offline, or I saw an ad and then I went to the domain after, there's going to be a broken translation and conversion tracking. However, it gives us a good story. So we place conversion tracking pixels on the thank you page to get the return on ad spend and the cost per acquisition as well, and then be able to optimize off those conversions, which is the most important part for us, not just optimizing on who's clicking, but who's converting.
So it's really easy to track when your ad, let's just say you have an ad on Facebook, that ad links to the website, where now that user that has been acquisition to the website is easily tracked through your metrics, right? So now you actually have full visibility into the actions that they make once they're at the website because they came through your ad. But you said that some clients, or a lot of clients rather, would like your ads to funnel into their Telegram, would like their ads to funnel into their other channels of distribution. So from a standpoint of being a marketing firm, a media buying firm, right? How do you have you gotten creative with the ways that you can track return on investment from that Telegram follower? Let's just say they followed the Telegram from your ad, and then 13 months later, now the ICO is available. How can you possibly track that?
There's some ways. It's not perfect. Having them set up a CRM in real time. We use Pipedrive. We have a lot of clients who use Pipedrive. We do a lot of Reg D campaigns as well. It's all lead gen. We're doing lead form ads, we're running ads to a landing page to collect emails and set up phone calls with the founding team. So it really comes down to that investment relationship group that they're working with, or the founding team. We always recommend they have a group that's just working on that. However, some, working all the different types of clients, some want to just focus on just that part, some want to actually hire a group to do that.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They specialize in that. We always recommend that, because you get bogged down on these type of scopes of work, putting in a CRM, tracking everything, telling us the quality of leads. So we always recommend that being pieced together so it's done right. But to answer your question, the best way of doing it in my eyes is setting up a CRM, that these individuals came at this time. We can sometimes track pixel fired days as well, so we know what came in at a certain time, but it's not perfect. And I don't ever see it being perfect, but it gives us a good story of what's working and what isn't, and then what to change, what to optimize from there.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's an accurate answer. I'm curious, just to close this all off, what your agency's biggest challenge is that you guys face.
Biggest challenge? That's a good question. I haven't been asked that for a while. So I'd say the biggest challenge is variables out of marketing. The market, for example. The offering. The investors not liking the offering. Clients not taking recommendations that we have. We're always making recommendations to get performance at a higher level, even if it's doing well. Not everybody takes it. At the end of the day, we're a service provider. We got to go, they're steering the wheel, we're the one driving.
Yeah.
So we got to go by what they say, either way, whether we don't agree with it.
You're simply working with them.
We're an extension of their team.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I would say those are the biggest obstacles, not going by the recommendations we go by, or the offering not being well. At the end of the day, we can drive the best traffic in the world.
Yeah.
Or anybody can. But we can't make those individuals invest.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're investing in other campaigns, because we have this data of active investors that we know perform ongoing from campaign to campaign, these custom audiences that we've built for over 4 years and over a year in the crypto space alone, we know they perform. But at the end of the day, it comes to that third-party validation, that whole funnel, having a community, trust, right? If there's no community, that empty restaurant feeling, they say, the ads aren't going to perform.
They need to be social proofed. Yeah, you're more likely to engage with an ad if you see your friends have engaged with it as well.
Well, another thing you look at is, all right, so if I'm looking at two campaigns, one has a post from a week ago, and there were 300 shares and 200 comments, and they have, say, 10,000 people in Telegram and Facebook, right? And you're looking at another one that has, it looks like they just built their profile, and there's 10 people that like it, and there's, which one are you going to invest in? And then which one are you going to invest a higher level in? And then which one are you going to tell your friends about?
First and foremost, the former, every single time.
So we get clients at all different stages,
Yeah.
and some of them don't have that set up. And sometimes we'll even recommend, hitting the brakes, reevaluating and weighing everything, building an audience and a community, and then launching. But at the end of the day, it's their call.
Yeah.
But
Very true.
we provided the recommendations. We can reference that if it's not working. It may work, it may not work, but it's not best practice.
Yeah. Sounds great. I think that's sum it all up. Challenges you face definitely makes sense. There's only so much that you can do. But if the product isn't there, if the client isn't willing to work with you on your recommendations, on your expertise, you're right. It will fall through. So appreciate your time, Danny. Thank you, man. I learned a lot from this conversation.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.